Hey, Umpire Al here, with my choices for the best and worst umpire calls that I can ever remember. Let's go first with the worst calls.
He's out!
Ground ball, right side, Cabrera will cut it off, Galarraga covers! He's out! No! He's safe! He is safe! He is safe at first base! And here comes Jim Leyland.
Probably the worst call in baseball history because it meant so much. It actually cost the pitcher a perfect game that historically was recorded as a one-hitter. This honor belongs to umpire Jimmy Joyce, calling the runner safe who was actually clearly out, preventing a perfect game by Armando Galarraga in June of 2010. Just a footnote, Jim Joyce is also in the top 3 best calls in history. That's what happens when you have an almost 30-year career as a Major League Baseball umpire.
Little swimmer to the right side. Worrell races over to cover. The throw doesn't get him.
An infamous call in the 1985 World Series. Umpire Don Denkinger was moving, he was blocked out a bit, and just not in a good position. The result? An historically bad call.
In right field, Tarasco going back to the track, to the wall. And what happens here? He contends that a fan reaches up and touches it. But Richie Garcia says no, it's a home run. Here comes Davey Johnson out to argue as Jeter comes across to tie the game. Well, in postseason, you have an umpire down each line. And he was there. And Garcia was right there.
Even though, in the end, this is a bad call, and a ruling that will live forever in baseball lore. This is not an easy call. It takes courage to call fan interference. Even more guts to say the outfielder would have caught the ball if the kid didn't touch it. Tough call either way. But the result of this one, bad call.
You're not allowed to touch it, and you can see that ball is touched right there. Nice catch by the kid.
Fly ball down the left field line. That ball slicing, and it is a foul ball just out of reach of Melky Cabrera.
Oh, good breaking ball by Marte, and he gets under it just a bit. This Joe Mauer with that slice on the baseball. That was a fair ball, by the way. Wow. Fair ball, not even close. Off the tip of the glove in fair territory, and then lands fair.
This one is the worst call I personally have ever seen. The umpire was stopped. He was in good position with nothing obstructing his view. What in the world was he looking at or thinking about to blow such an easy call? I'm sure there'll be some disagreement. Please subscribe and comment on these. Now let's take a look at the best calls.
He's out!
Tie game in the 9th. Jay grounds one. Pedroia makes the play. Throw home. 2 out. Over to third. It gets away. Alan Craig is going to come to the plate. Here's the throw. He is. The umpire making the call. And you can see Jim Joyce saying obstruction.
Well, Jim Joyce, did he make the play? Did he make the call right away? It appears that he did, signaling the home plate umpire, Dana DeMuth.
Umpire Jim Joyce, who also made the worst call list, is here on our best call list with this one, by making a walk-off obstruction call in the 2013 World Series. Both Jim Joyce and home plate umpire Dana DeMuth worked perfectly in tandem to show how it's done at the highest level of baseball on their biggest stage. Great job, guys.
Shallow left. Back is Kozma. Will take it. He'll call. Oh, it's going to drop. It falls. Miscommunication. And the bases are loaded, and Bonds can't believe it.
This crowd's been crazy all night. I wonder if it affected their communication.
They're calling it an infield fly rule. Wow. One umpire did. That's why Freddie Gonzalez is out. Well, this is a huge call here. You cannot call that an infield fly.
No way.
It's too deep. He wasn't camped. That ball went up. And infield fly rule was called immediately. This is a game-changing.
This one makes some people's worst call list, but for sure should be and is on our best call list. The guidelines in Umpire is taught in determining ordinary effort for an infield fly rule call is if the infielder's shoulders are mostly squared up to home plate or the infield, like he is here, and if he's camped under the ball, not running sideways or after the ball, like he is here, actually almost waving off the outfielder. If the outfielder catches it, no infield fly rule is called. If the infielder or nobody catches it, the infield fly rule needs to be called to protect the runner or runners on base. Great call here. It's a tough call, but one of the best eclectic calls ever made in baseball.
Negro drops it in for a strike, 2-1. New York.
Don't know why they suspected him. Don't know why they chose this pitch to check him.
They're inspecting Phil Negro. They're saying he's either loading up the baseball or something, and Tom Kelly's really getting into it with Dave Phillips and with Tim Cheetah.
They're checking him all over. I've never seen him do a search like this, quite like this before.
But finding an emery board on Joe Niekro, essentially catching him in the act, so to speak, is one of the best calls in Major League Baseball history. Thanks for watching. Your opinion matters on these. Please subscribe and go to our community tab. You'll find a poll where you can agree or disagree.